You can go ahead and be seated. Good morning, families, friends, staff, honored guests, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. My name is Roy Trippi, and I'm the principal of Berthoud High School. We will begin our ceremony with the presenting of the colors and the national anthem. Today's color guard is presented by the students of the BHS JROTC, led by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Robinson on the American flag, Cadet Captain Marius Tyler on rifle, Cadet Corporal Rose Cochran on rifle, Cadet Corporal Ocean Savage on the Colorado flag. Please rise if you are able for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for the national anthem. Performing today's national anthem are the students from the BHS Bridge Between Choir and Mixed Choirs under the direction of Mr. A.J. Wolf.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Once again, welcome to the class of 2026 graduation ceremony. I would like to introduce our honored guests joining us on stage today. As I read your names, please stand and be recognized. From the Thompson School District, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Bob Ebersol. Chief Human Resources Officer, Ms. Tiffany Rogers. We would also like to recognize the Thompson School District Superintendent, Dr. Brett Heller, who was unable to join us today. Here with us today from the Thompson School District Board of Education, Mr. Stu Boyd, Miss Lori Gable, and Miss Nancy Rumfeld. We would also like to recognize the following board members who were not able to be here today: Ms. Dawn Kirk, Mr. Mike Scholl, Ms. Denise Chapman, and Ms. Alexandra Lessam. Also joining us on stage from Berthoud High School, Assistant Principal, Ms. Erin Gilbert, and Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Brandon Bird. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today and helping us to honor our soon-to-be graduates. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Stu Boyd, President of the Thompson School Board, for a brief message.
Good morning, Berthoud High School. I bring you greetings from Superintendent Brett Heller. As those of you know who've attended Berthoud High graduations in the past, in order for the school district's 4 largest high schools to all graduate on the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend, one of the Loveland high schools needs to graduate at Blue Arena at the same time that we're graduating here. And even though our new superintendent is an amazing guy, he can't be in 2 places at one time. So right now he's at Mountain View's graduation at Blue Arena, and next year he plans to be here. He's asked me to greet you graduates, to wish the Berthoud High School class of 2026 much good luck and many congratulations.
Before we get too far removed from the presentation of our colors and our national anthem, I would like to take a moment to recognize some in our audience and among our soon-to-be graduates. If you have served, are currently serving, or will be entering into military service from our graduating class, if you are able, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Thank you for your past service, your present service, and your future service. This morning is a celebration of achievement, perseverance, growth, and possibility. It is a moment that many of you have imagined for years, and now it is finally here. Before we move on to what comes next, I want to ask all of you to do something very simple. Look around the stadium one more time. Look at your classmates, look at your teachers, your families, and the people who helped you arrive at this moment. Because your class quote reminds us of something important. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Wise philosopher Ferris Bueller. Over the last 4 years, life probably felt exactly like that. One minute you're walking into high school for the first time, wondering where your classes were. Now you are sitting here in caps and gowns preparing to walk across this stage and into adulthood. Some days felt long, and yet somehow the years went fast. You experienced victories and setbacks. You made memories in classrooms, hallways, gyms, fields, stages, and student sections. You learned lessons that came from the school curriculum, lessons that came from friendships, challenges, and disappointments. And through it all, your class song, Life is a Highway, captures the spirit of this moment perfectly. Life is a highway. Sometimes the road is smooth, sometimes it takes unexpected turns, sometimes there are detours you never planned for. Sometimes you have no idea what lies ahead beyond the next mile. What matters most is that you keep moving forward. The destination is not the only thing that matters. The people you travel with, the character you build, and the way you treat others along the journey matter just as much. There is a line in your class song that says, "There was a distance between you and I." You learned how to come together, how to support one another, and how to keep each other going even if things became difficult. That will serve you well, far beyond high school. This morning is not only about celebrating where this road will take you next, it is also about honoring and recognizing what you have already accomplished. This incredible group sitting before us has been offered more than $2.1 million in scholarships. I think that deserves a round of applause. That accomplishment represents far more than a dollar amount. It represents years of dedication, late night studying, early mornings, and a commitment to growth and learning. None of these accomplishments happen alone. Behind every graduate seated here today are teachers, coaches, counselors, support staff, bus drivers, custodians, office staff, administrators, and countless adults who have helped guide and support these students along the way. At this time, I would like to recognize the time, energy, and care that our staff has invested in making these learning opportunities possible. If you are a Berthoud High School teacher, coach, or staff member here today, will you please stand and be recognized for your service to these students and their families? Thank you. Thank you for the difference you make every single day. And now let's recognize some of the many ways this class has excelled in their learning and engagement during their time at Berthoud High School. Students, when you hear your name or group called, please stand and remain standing to be recognized. Audience, we will applaud each group, but please wait until all names have been read for that particular group. First, co-valedictorians, Avery Graham and Olivia Guerrero, please stand. Thank you. You can have a seat. Our salutatorian, Corbin Emo, please stand. Thank you. Our cum laude graduates, wearing a white stole with a GPA of 3.7 to 3.84, please stand. Thank you. You can have a seat. Our magna cum laude graduates, wearing a silver stole with a GPA of 3.85 to 3.99, please stand. Thank you. And our summa cum laude graduates, wearing a gold stole with a GPA of 4.0 and above, please stand. Thank you. We also have several students that are receiving a diploma of distinction. Those of you receiving the diploma of distinction wearing a gold cord, please stand. Thank you. Graduates of the STEM program wearing a medallion, please stand. Thank you. At this point, some of you might be regretting not doing some chair sits or some squats, standing up and down a lot there. Members of the National Honor Society wearing a blue and gold cord, please stand. Thank you. Members of Future Farmers of America wearing a gold and blue cord, please stand. Thank you. Members of the Student Council wearing a white cord, please stand. Literary scholars wearing a blue and gray cord, please stand. This is the group that has taken on the challenge of attempting to read 10,000 pages by the end of their graduation year. Not only did they exceed that, this group before you, they read over 350,000 pages, which if you stack those pages on top of each other, it would be twice the height of Berthoud High School. That's a lot of reading. Thank you, guys. Members of FBLA wearing royal blue and bright gold cord, please stand. your support counselors, or PSCs as we affectionately refer to them, wearing teal and white cord, please stand. And students completing the Thompson Career Campus Pathways wearing blue and green cord, please stand. Thank you. Let's give all of these students one more round of applause for their dedication, leadership, and accomplishments. Graduates, these recognitions reflect excellence in academics, service, leadership, involvement, career readiness, and character. They are proof that while life may move fast, you chose to make the most of your time here. Life will continue to move fast. There will be moments when you are chasing goals, building careers, raising families, or pursuing dreams, and you may feel like everything is speeding by. In those moments, I hope you remember today. I hope you remember the friendships, the laughter, the lessons, the teachers who believed in you, the family members who supported you, the feeling of accomplishments that come with earning this diploma. Do not rush so quickly toward the next milestone that you miss the beauty of the moment you are living in. Stop and look around once in a while. Celebrate the small wins, enjoy the sunsets, thank the people who helped you. Take the picture, go to the game, watch the concert, laugh with your friends. Be fully present in your own life. And please, on behalf of all the parents and guardians here today, talk to your family. Don't just text them or snap them. Class of 2026, today your journey takes a new direction. The road ahead will have challenges, but it will also hold opportunities greater than you could imagine. And while none of us can predict exactly where your highway will lead, I know this: you are ready. Ready to lead, ready to contribute, ready to make a difference. As you leave this chapter behind and begin the next one, keep driving forward with courage, humility, and purpose. And every once in a while, slow down and look around and appreciate just how far you have come. Congratulations, class of 2026. Your highway is waiting. At this time, I would like to welcome our class of 2026 selected student speaker, Wyatt Barmas.
What's up, guys? I first want to thank the dads, siblings, grandparents, and especially the moms for coming out to support us. Class of 2026, give yourselves a round of applause for being able to finish what we thought would never be over. When I was writing this speech, I didn't think that it would have made me so emotional. It was probably because I had AP Lit the next day, but that's about it. But it's been a whole 13 years for us now, and somehow we got through it. As Drake once said, started from the bottom and now we're here. Which seemed influential at first, but then he dropped his new album release and it kind of hurt me. Class of 2026, we are now going out to the real world and figuring things out on our own and becoming the people we dreamed of being. No matter if that is an astronaut, teacher, or doctor, I believe we can do all things. Isn't it weird that we won't be stopping by Darcy and Mosley's office every day? Well, that might have been just me. We're getting closer and closer to our dreams becoming a reality, and all of our hard work being put to use, even though most of our hard work was done by AI. As Abraham Lincoln said, "I may walk slowly, but I never walk backwards." Class of 2026, we need to show the world the influence that we can bring and the strength that we can use to win the everyday battles of life. Whether it's tying your shoe in front of grapes or seeing your grade in front of an AP Lit. The only thing I wish for all of us is to move on from the hardships that we may have faced through high school and overcoming the adversity, whether it may have been grades, relationships, or things that we just might not think we can get over. Give yourselves a fresh start and mentality after this ceremony. Don't be stuck in the past. As Ferris Bueller said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. But I want us to soak up this moment in time, as it will be one of the most important memories of our lives. So we are blessed to be able to make these memories with the class of 2026. Whether it was prom or homecoming or whatever celebration we may have had, we're lucky to be able to create these memories. So when we go and celebrate our accomplishments of writing 12 words about a book we didn't read, at least we get to finish it strong with this group of people. After we finish today, I want to think back on all the memories we had, whether it was skateboarding through the hallways or hanging out in the commons with Aiden. We can always find ways to unite through these terrible struggles of high school relationships. Though this is very hard for some people, I want to be straight up and say I hope we can all be connected through each other's lives. Class of 2026, I am very grateful now that we have the best teacher lineup for the next students to come up. And to them coming through, I wish for them to cherish this place and to not take Spanish. But to also tell them to make sure that their soon-to-be memories shouldn't be in the parking lot, or Darcy will tap you on the shoulder and give you the scariest talk of your life. So to celebrate our end of high school, I say that a trip to Mexico is needed, because I know that I need one. Class of 2026, one thing we have above all the other classes is the fact that we can beat any crowd, no matter what size, during a volleyball game. And last thing I want to say is rest in peace to Pizza Hut and Berthoud. You will be missed by yours truly, a Pizza Hut lover. And shout out to Leo Bison, 6'7". That's all I got. Thank you.
Next, we would like to welcome to the stage our salutatorian, Corbin Email.
That one's going to be hard to follow up. 4 years ago, I didn't know if this day would ever come, is what I would say if I didn't think that at least some of us would graduate. The real day I didn't know would come is the day that someone would willingly give me a microphone. I know that most graduation speeches are cheesy and repetitive, and this one will likely be no different, but they almost all share the common quality of focusing on the future, our future. But in order to fully appreciate where we will go, we need to take a quick step back and appreciate how we got here and the people who helped us along the way. Although we all come from different backgrounds, I believe that I speak for most of us when I say that we would not be at the point we are today without the love and support of those around us. All of us had teachers, coaches, siblings, and friends that helped us and guided us along this journey, but no one did more for us than our parents. Parents, we appreciate everything that you have done for us, taking us to early morning practices, buying school supplies for the poster we forgot about, and crock-pot meals after long days of school and sports. Thank you for everything that we've done. Class of 2026, I hope that you go and give your parents big hugs after this and thank them for helping you get here. Now that we reflected on how we've got here, it's time to look towards the future. Although we're all going in different directions, some of us to the trades, some of us to college, and some of us even to other countries, I hope that we can all have one thing in common, that we do our very best in everything that we do and look to make a positive impact anywhere we can. It would be a disservice to all those who have helped us to get here by not trying our hardest. In the words of artist and street philosopher Vanilla Ice, anything less than the best is a felony. I know that everyone here will go on to do great things, whether it's becoming a doctor or nurse, joining the military, starting a business, or cashing out on nasty 5-leg parlays. But I urge all of you to do all these great things, not just for your own success, but also to positively impact others. As St. Jude's founder, Danny Thomas, puts it, success in life has nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself, it's what you do for others. So, class of 2026, as you go out into the world and look to live the rest of your life, try each and every day to do something that will help others. Whether that is through your job, service to your community, service to your country, or even simply being there for someone when they need it most. Finally, I would like to wrap up my speech by abusing my microphone privilege and saying, I love you, Mom and Dad, we did it, as well as leaving you all with this. The last 4 years have been filled with so many memories, some good and some bad, but they have all helped us reach this point today. Although we might want to linger on this moment for as long as possible, it's important to realize that we've reached a major point in our life that we should use as a stepping stone instead of a roadblock to go out and do great things. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Now we'll welcome to the stage co-valedictorian Avery Graham.
Okay, so before I start, I would just like to take a minute to thank the faculty, teachers, parents, friends, and classmates for their unwavering support. Without them, I would not be standing up here today. Thank you as well to everyone here and everyone who couldn't be for helping shape us into the people we've become. How to write the perfect graduation speech. That's what I Googled and spent an embarrassing amount of time searching for until ultimately giving up, realizing everything I was finding was basic, overdone, and super cliche. I sat stumped, wondering what I would want someone to say to me after graduation that would both motivate me and calm my anxieties about the next chapter of my life. Then I realized the answer was quite literally right in front of me in the Google search bar: perfection. This is something that I think consumes the majority of us in some way. Maybe it's having the perfect grades, having the perfect thing to say, finding the perfect college, knowing your perfect career, being the perfect athlete, or even choosing the perfect outfit. Life is full of decisions, and we all want to make the perfect one. Somewhere between late night studying and 11:59 assignments, football games, school dances, extracurriculars, and constantly being asked what we're doing with the rest of our lives, a lot of us started to believe that we needed to have our lives all figured out. Especially as seniors, I think a lot of us dreaded the conversations that started with, "Oh, you graduate this year. What are your plans for the future?" Or, "Have you picked a college?" Or, "What are you hoping to go into?" As if we were supposed to have the next 40 years of our lives planned out at just 18. However, during these last 4 years, I've learned that you really don't have to have it all figured out. The important part isn't making the perfect decision. It's having the courage to make one at all. And the best part, and also the scariest part about life, is that nothing is truly permanent. You are free to make choices, change your mind 1,000,000 times, and make even more choices. I found that perfection limits your growth because you don't allow yourself to learn from living. So maybe you don't get the perfect grades, say the perfect thing all the time, or the perfect athlete. I mean, no one ever will be, but that's the point. We are all meant to make mistakes, learn from, and grow. And that's what this next step in our lives is all about. No matter what we do after high school, we're all on a journey where we don't have to be perfect or know exactly what's next, and that's the exciting part. We don't leave here as perfect people with perfect plans. We leave as people who have learned, adapted, failed, succeeded, changed, and kept going. So maybe this speech isn't perfect, and that's okay. So here's to the mistakes we've learned from, the memories we made, and the lives still ahead of us. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Now coming to the stage, co-valedictorian Olivia Guerrero.
Good morning, class of 2026, and to all the parents, family, teachers, and staff here to support us today. To be honest, I had no idea what I wanted to say in this speech or even how to approach it. I thought about quitting and just giving up several times because I was nervous of what people would think. I was worried it would be boring, not meaningful, or that people would just stop listening altogether. But when I reflected on my time in high school, I realized something. There were several opportunities I didn't take advantage of, not because I couldn't, but because I was too worried about other people's opinions. I didn't try out for that sport, join that club, or do certain things I wanted to do. And I always told myself, there's still time, I will do it later, but eventually that later became now and is already becoming a memory, growing old and distant in our minds. As time goes on, the details of these years will begin to fade, and we won't remember the outfit that somebody wore or if their hair looked perfect that day. But what we will remember are the choices we made and the ones we didn't. The truth is, people will always have opinions. There will always be judgment and criticism in the world, even from people who aren't affected by your choices. But what really matters is how you respond and how you let it affect you. At the end of the day, it's your decisions, your life, and your experiences that you have to live with. And in a week, a month, or even a few years from now, people aren't going to care or even remember the things that you were afraid of being judged for. But personally, you will remember the chances you didn't take. So don't let fear hold you back and stop you from living your life the way you want to. Take the risk, join that club, apply for that job, go on that trip, do it alone, do it with the people you love, do it even if the timing doesn't feel perfect, because the truth is, it never will be. Don't look back with regrets, wishing you had done something differently. And most importantly, don't let others' ideas and opinions about you dictate how you live your life. And while each of our paths and choices may look different, one thing we all share is the hard work it took to get here. So I just want to take a moment to recognize and acknowledge the dedication and perseverance every single one of you has put into being able to walk across the stage today and receive your diploma. And as we are all off to bigger and better things, stepping into the next chapter of our lives, it's important to not get stuck in the past, reliving moments and wishing you did it differently. We can look back and appreciate our time together, like our first day of high school, first homecoming, first prom, senior ditch day, senior sunset, and so many more moments that brought us here. But high school is just the beginning. And to finish this off, I'd just like to give a big thank you to our parents, families, teachers, coaches, classmates, friends, and everyone who's helped get us here today. Congratulations, class of 2026. We finally made it. Okay.
Somebody with a little more gray hair than others. I'm still excited to hear references to Ferris Bueller and Vanilla Ice. Makes me still feel a little relevant. At this time, I would like to present the Berthoud High School class of 2026. Thompson School District leadership here with us today, Superintendent Dr. Heller and TSD Board of Education, I hereby attest and confirm that the students before you have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the Thompson School District Board of Education and are deserving of this recognition with the presentation of their high school diploma. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. A.J. Wolf, choir teacher, and Ms. Michelle Coons, counselor, to the stage to read the names of each of our graduates present here today and their selected staff members who will be presenting their diplomas.
With diplomas presented by Caitlin Alberts, Ethan John Kostler, Jeremiah Lyle Parker, Brody Visconti, with diplomas presented by Rex Beach, Kyle James Oakes, diplomas presented by Tammy Bustamante, David Carl Donnell, Lily Jaden Elbert, Juliana May Jorgensen, Bella Ray Shelton, with diplomas presented by Amber Christensen, Ellie Grace Sophia Lindsay, Yuri Noriega Rodriguez, Crystal Isabella Ramos Martinez, Emily Sanabria, with diploma presented by Ryan Clark, Raya Ann Clark, with diploma presented by Julia Cronkite, Rachel Kaylin Brothers, by Lee Espinoza, Ryan Kenneth Calise, with diplomas presented by Matt Fall, Peyton Gerald Evans, Landon Joseph Garcia, With diplomas presented by Stevie Fowler. Willow Marie Gray. Jasleen Leah Lopez. With diploma presented by Logan Harder. William Glenn Pickett. With diplomas presented by Cody Hoffrock. Dylan Shaw Jessup. Aiden Joseph Salazar. With diplomas presented by Dave Hunn. Eason Eric Frazier. Sophia Sue J. Clara Ray Shepard. Carter James Vining. William Giller Yuska. With diplomas presented by Cameron Jacobs. Trenton Anthony Jacobs. With diplomas presented by Jordan Jennings. Annika Lane Bothan. Benjamin Clapper. Aiden Christopher Malherbe. Trevor Gage Sears. With diplomas presented by Sky Keanaina. Avery Lillian Foll. With diploma presented by Buddy Coons. Alexia Kylan Griffin. With diplomas presented by Michelle Coons. Jaden Thomas Emmerich. Avery Madison Graham. Haley Ann Harris. Jessica Tanner Jurison. Eamon Peter James Murphy. Chloe Leanne Sadar Holmes. With diploma presented by Tate Krogstad. Alana Lynn Nolan. With diplomas presented by Jennifer Leachman. Natalie Grace Clark. Kaylee Sheridan Woods. With diplomas presented by Keith Lobdell. Jeffrey James Bailey. Ryan Campbell. Ian Allen Curry. Dax Keenan Diffendaffer. Andrew Colin Keenan. Raiden Masuji Meyer. Bennett Randall. With diploma presented by Kristen Lutz. Jody Marie Parsons. With diploma presented by Elizabeth March. Cole Jensen Schnell. With diplomas presented by David Moore. Onyx Bullet. Jacqueline Michael D'Souza. Nikolai James Irvin Murillo. Simon Christian Garcia. Robert Parker Lundgren. Claire Nicole Schrader. Bowden Talia. With diplomas presented by Deb Mosley. Jessica Lynn Brecky. Bradley Allen Johnson Mabry. Austin Renee Long. Sadie Lynn Long. Jocelyn Marie McCoy. Angelina Alexa Quintana. Faith Ann Marie Rowe. Naomi Skenzel. Katie Marie Stewart. Bella Trim. Kendall Ryan Vigut. With diplomas presented by Vince Mosley. Addison Josephine Gregory. Josie Naomi Smith. With diploma presented by Julie Noss. Grace Lee Marie Bison. With diploma presented by Lola Nelson. Sean David Barajas. With diploma presented by Michelle Osler. Peyton Lynn Ross. With diplomas presented by Dylan Owens. Carson Michael Bagley. Ethan J. Barrett. Adrian J. Bruni. Jack Robert Clark. Keegan Matthew Knapp. Paige William Leggett. Wyatt Joseph Lose. Eric Allen. Dylan George Mills. Easton Hunter Moore. Landry Stephen Simon. Jesse Matthew David Tanner. Carter Paul Wyant.
With diploma presented by Jennifer Quick, Madeline Ray Kuntz. With diploma presented by Kurt Ranweiler, Dane Robert Haggerty. Landon Joseph Schutz. With diploma presented by Paula Roebke, Aiden Patrick McCormick. With diplomas presented by Joe Ruddy, Madeline Kate Bernard. Andre Walker Shingren. Isabella D. Herrera. Zane Alger Freund. Mia Addison Helden. Annabelle Grace Hughes. Haley Rain James. Callie Lynn Conkle. Christina Tu Lean. Emily Madero Peña. Sadie Elizabeth Miller. Victoria Catherine Miller. Justin Michael Mills. Julia Owens. Emily Elizabeth Rogers. Ella Kaylee Straight. Jeremy Paul Svensson. Maya Len Tejeda. Sydney Barbara Wolf. With diplomas presented by Andrea Reikovich, Dooley Garrick Cleveland. Brady Cole Fenderson. With diploma presented by Jim Schachterly, Peyton Brianna Stewart. With diploma presented by Jesse Stray, Van Rose Warner. With diploma presented by Lauren Swanson, Morgan Jean Brown. With diplomas presented by Hayden Sweet, Carter Braden Cliver. Sky Anna Sankey. With diplomas presented by Sally Tinker. Emily Gabrielle Day. Eli Dakota. With diplomas presented by Roy Trippy. Christina Messicap. Nathan Noah Rodriguez. With diplomas presented by Isaac Van de Weert. Aldair de Jesus Avila. Landon Everett Day. Spencer Joseph Hallman. Bryson Wade Moeller. Samuel Paul Houghton Smith. With diploma presented by Chelsea Victor. Addison Elizabeth Patinella Hess. With diplomas presented by Kristen Vigil. Kiera Danielle Chapman. Megan Elizabeth Clark. Ella Sophia Grace Glanville. Olivia Marie Guerrero. Corbin Micah Eno. Liam Patrick Kane. Kaylee Lakin McNeff.
Thank you guys. I think I have a great rest of your day.
Lydia Josephine Okiyama. Sydney Rose Riffle. Natalie Jane Savage. Brooke Victoria Sig. With diplomas presented by Blaine Voth, Riley Oriana Garman. Eleanor Kaylin Giles. Riker Moore. Sydney Joe Moore. Jace Tremaine Newbill. Jacob Marcus Perry. With diplomas presented by Victoria White, Asher Evan Adams. Tyson Jacob Anderson. Wyatt James Barmas. Lily Noel Billings. Oh. Emmanuel Salvador Hernandez Sarmiento. Chase Alexander Lee. Mason Henry Ryan. Gage Michael Slaby. Michael Anthony Smith Pola. Nicholas Van Wiesen. With diploma presented by Sharon Winter. Leo Chow Daniel Bison. With diplomas presented by AJ Wolf. Lane Feller. Haley Carolyn Wren. With diploma presented by Dwight Zack. Connor Joseph Demeaux. With diplomas presented by Kristen Earl. Aiden Michael Hidalgo. Bradley Christian Lyon. Lily Mae Paquette. Tice Eric Webster. Tiana Joe Whalen.
At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage Haley James and Morgan Brown, members of our Student Council senior class. They will be taking us through the time-honored tradition of turning of the tassel.
Okay, you read this, I read this. Okay. Seniors, we are almost there. Just a couple of reminders. At the conclusion of our ceremony, please go to the back of the football field to pick up your actual diploma. After getting your diploma, you will exit the football field to meet your friends and family.
The moment has arrived. Graduates, as the song says, life is a highway. Today, you begin a new road ahead. Please turn your tassels from left to right and celebrate the journey to come. Congratulations, class of 2026!
Yay! Good job, we did it! I love you.
Good job, girls.